Hey y'all, welcome back. This is part two of ways to strengthen the spine when you have spinal fusion or a sensitive spine. The first video we talked about ways to strengthen the spine on our back, pressing the hand and the knee into each other. So if you want to watch that, go ahead and watch that. This one is a little bit more challenging, I think, because it's a little bit subtler in ways. And I call this one Kara's abs because my dear friend and chiropractor Kara Geyer taught me this exercise. So for this, we will come onto our backs, just like we did for the first one. And just like we did for the first exercise that I showed in the series, we'll start by scooping the tailbone up or tilting the pelvis back so that the low back presses towards the ground. And again, if your spine doesn't have that amount of movement towards the bottom of it, if you're fused all the way from lumbar spine into the sacrum, just do the action, the muscular action. If you don't feel your spine move, that's okay. But if you have even a little bit of movement in your low spine, and if it feels okay, press the low back into the ground. Let your head and neck relax as much as possible. And then we're going to pick up both feet. And right away, I'm like, oh my God, my belly is working. So I don't want to fall into the trap of arching my back and letting my legs fall away from me. I want to keep scooping my tailbone back. For me, it's actually helpful to hold my mat with my hands and kind of push my arms away from me or my hands away from me. So, and that actually that really helps. So if you can grip your mat, push the mat away, and really feel almost like a tractioning of your low spine, that can help. So then I want to think about drawing my pubic bone to my low ribs. So really engaging those vertical abs, your six pack. And then with that engaged, now I want to think about drawing my hip points, these two bony parts of my front of the pelvis, drawing those towards each other, my horizontal abs or transversus abdominis. And then I'm starting to shake my legs because that's the next step. I want to make sure that my hip flexors and my butt are relaxed here, or at least mostly relaxed. So I'm giving a little jiggle of the legs, just a little jiggly jiggly. I've seen some people do this for a jiggle, but I want the jiggle to start down here. Start the jiggle with the big thigh bones, and then let the muscles around the thighs relax and jiggle. So again, that's just to check and make sure hip flexors and glutes are not overworked. Okay, that's a long time. I need a break. So I'm gonna relax my belly with my feet back on the ground. And then I'm gonna try the same thing again. And before I come up into it, I'll show you once more what we're trying to engage. So muscles that connect pubic bone to low ribs, your vertical abdominals, your rectus abdominis, your six pack. And then once those are engaged, our horizontal abs, our transversus abdominis, and we're going to engage those by attempting to pull these hip points towards each other. And then while all of that is happening, either actually press your low back to the ground if you have that amount of spinal flexion, or just imagine pressing your low back to the ground. Like try to do it with your muscles and don't worry if your spine doesn't move. All right, here we go. Lifting my feet. I'm gripping the outer edges of my mat because again, that helps me kind of initially get into that position. Low back is long, belly is already engaged, and I'm going to think about drawing pubic bone to low ribs, ignite. And then I'm going to think about hip points, drawing towards each other, ignite. I'm going to give it a little jiggle just to make sure those gams are relaxed and the butt's relaxed. And then this time, I'm going to reach my hands towards the sky. Sometimes this also helps me feel a little bit more engaged, especially in my upper abdominals. So as I'm reaching my hands, kind of like I'm holding a ball in front of me, or going to give someone a really awkward hug. And my shoulder blades are kind of wide and lifting a little bit away from the ground. So there's a little hollow body feel. All right, and then I'm going to come down. So same sort of idea as the exercise that we did in that first video, where we're finding a position for the spine to be in, and then we are holding it there. So that is called isometric strength. We're not moving a whole lot of things with the muscle engagement. We're just engaging the muscles to find stability. So there we have Kara's abs, named after famed chiropractor Kara Geyer. And we hope you like it, hope you enjoy it, hope your spine loves it, and we'll see you next time.